Hey, the supporters are finally turning against the Fever organization, Ofiev or Naissance, because something is seriously wrong in Indiana. You should wake up immediately if you believed that the off-the-ball drama was merely a harmless internet rumor started by a few disgruntled fans. Right now, we are witnessing a full-fledged fan rebellion. The front office is being rebelled against. Sales of tickets are remarkably low. The execs are terrified. Additionally, an obvious and desperate public relations effort to save head coach Stephanie White has just backfired in the most embarrassing way imaginable. You're watching Hook Reports, Ofiev. Today, we will reveal the precise reasons for the Indiana Fever's deliberate destruction of the biggest home court advantage in professional women's sports history. The Indiana Fever Group has been actively attempting to force-feed the public a very certain story for the last 3 weeks. They want you to think that their new offensive strategy is a work of art. They want you to think that moving Caitlin Clark, the best point guard of her time, off the ball, slowing down the offense, and totally reimagining the wheel is an unmatched tactical mastery. However, the fans, those who actually purchase the incredibly expensive jerseys, pay for the tickets, and propel television ratings into the stratosphere, just don't buy it. In basketball, Fever Nation is highly educated. They can tell when someone is lying to them. When the fan base begins to openly turn against the head coach before the season even begins, what does a desperate front staff do? They don't alter their strategy. Don't. They attempt to control the audience.
Let's go.
Don't be trying to get athletic. Just be bullied. Good! Good! Yeah! Yeah, KK! Come on, Yellow! Yeah, tell him, Mike. Come on! Great cut! Great cut! Good!
The Indiana Fever social media crew literally posted a mic-up propaganda video of head coach Stephanie White a few days prior to the season opener. Pay close attention to this video. Pay attention to what she says. Superb cut. A nice mismatch. Let's leave. Hurry, Yellow. It is completely vacant. The cheerleading is general. There is no tactical insight at all being displayed. What was the intended purpose of this video? I'll explain exactly what it was meant to do. The front staff is aware that the park, Caitlin in the corner plan, has greatly irritated the fans. They are aware of Stephanie White's intense social media backlash. In an attempt to portray Stephanie White as the franchise's charismatic, dynamic, fast-paced hero, they released a heavily manipulated film rather than showcasing a fearsome, dynamic, fast-paced offense in practice. They are attempting to get approval. In an attempt to get you to overlook the obvious shortcomings in the offensive scheme, they are frantically trying to win your favor. But it didn't work. It was a huge failure. This particular video's comment area is an unquestionable carnage. The coach, the front desk, and the entire marketing department are all completely rejected. Now let's explore the fans' real voices. Let's take a look at what the actual bill payers have to say. This was written by an irate supporter. Why does it seem like Stephanie White is the focus of the Fever's entire PR campaign, rather than the athletes that fans really pay to see? She is not the franchise superstar, and fans don't pay to watch her, but I'm sure she's a wonderful person.
Stop trying to force her on the fan base. We decide if she deserves support once we see the offense and how CC is being used. Not parked in a corner, getting iced out again. Stop trying to manufacture approval through nonstop propaganda videos and put that energy into the product and on the court.
The Fever's entire PR campaign is absolutely destroyed by that remark alone, but things get worse. Millions of people's emotions were summed up as another admirer dropped the absolute hammer. We sat because of two. Fans aren't foolish. Give up attempting to get her to join the fan base. When we witness the offense and how CC is being utilized, rather than when she is parked in a corner and is iced out once more, we determine whether or not she deserves support. Put that effort on the product on the court, rather than trying to generate approval through endless propaganda movies. Those aren't just attention-seeking online trolls, they are ardent basketball supporters. These are the individuals who watched every second of the 2024 season. With the basketball in her hands, they saw Caitlin Clark break the all-time assist record. They saw her push the pace more quickly than any player in the league, hit logo threes, and negotiate double teams. We came to Dom, Dan, Do. Additionally, they vehemently oppose a system that stifles her generational gift in order for a coach to demonstrate that she is the most intelligent person in the room. However, this uprising isn't limited to the digital realm. It goes beyond irate Twitter tweets and YouTube comments. The Indiana Fever organization's bank account is the area where this rage is most damaging.
Play like
All right, guys, season opener Saturday. You better be there. 1 p.m. See you then.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the video. I do. But I think at last check, roughly 1,600 or 1,700 tickets remain for a game that sold out nearly instantly last year, as did the year before.
Let's discuss the horrifying, indisputable truth of the present ticket sales. This is the strongest evidence that the fan uprising is genuine. This Saturday is the first night of the season, which will take place in their own building in Indianapolis. When Caitlin Clark debuted professionally last year, the arena sold out in a matter of minutes. Finding a ticket was practically hard. On the secondary market, people were paying thousands of dollars to sit in the very last row of nosebleeds. The demand was the highest in the sport's history. Today, the Indiana Fever organization was forced to upload a video of Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, appealing with fans to attend the game. The season begins on Saturday. Then, see you. There are currently between 1,600 and 1,700 tickets left for the home opener, 3 days before tip-off. Do you realize what a huge, embarrassing failure that is for the front desk? Every rival arena in the entire nation will instantly sell out thanks to the Caitlin Clark effect. It sells out when the Fever spreads to Dallas. It sells out when they visit Los Angeles. However, within their own premises, the Indiana Fever has successfully cooled the world's hottest ticket artificially. In order to prevent the complete humiliation of empty seats on national television, they have really had to lower the official ticket costs. The general manager and the coaching staff are receiving a loud, clear, and very costly message from the supporters. They are saying that we are holding our money in our pockets if you try to outwit the game of basketball, and if you purposefully park our superstar in the corner, or if you fail to shield her from dirty plays. In all honesty, the front office is solely to blame if we are being totally impartial. They were the ones who caused this catastrophe.
You remember when your boy went out there? Remember when Sandy Brondello was fired? And I came on here and was like, the Fever need to go get her like right now, immediately. She had all this experience. Number one, she adores Caitlin Clark and has been very vocal about that. Adores her. Number two, used to dealing with superstars in a high-profile setting. Up in New York, Sabrina, Brianna, Jonquel Jones, all on the same team. Won a championship 2 years ago.
We need to reflect on the off-season. We must examine the grave errors that brought us to this point. The ideal candidate for the position of head coach was waiting for a call when this squad was searching for one. Brondello Sandy. An established WNBA champion is Sandy Brondello. Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Sabrina Ionescu, and other generational superstars, as well as a locker room full of enormous egos and strong media pressure, are all things she is an expert at handling as a coach. Most significantly, Caitlin Clark's basketball brilliance has been publicly lauded by Sandy Brondello on numerous occasions. No, but she is aware of the contemporary game. The front office of the Indiana Fever made the decision to handle things their way. Top NBA front office minds were disregarded. The clear championship pedigree was disregarded. Stephanie White was introduced. They are now frantically trying to persuade you that they made the right decision by investing thousands of dollars on public relations initiatives. This comment from a former superfan who has finally given up is devastating. I have stopped following the Fever this year. What? Due to the front desk and the coach. I can't claim that the Heat, Hurricanes, or Dolphins have ever affected me in this way. Ride or die, that is. They had problems with the coaches and front office, to be sure, but they never liked the Fever.
Bye. Wow. Wow, the person is killing any kind of flair and brilliance in this team. This woman is not good enough to coach half of these players. That's why she can't make plays work for Clark, who would play CC as a forward, the clueless hack would. Wow.
And then there is the comment that encapsulates the entire fan base's tactical terror. This individual is destroying this team's brilliance and flair. Half of these players can't be coached by this woman. She can't make plays work for Clark because of this. As a forward, who would play for CC? A naive hacker would. Fever Nation has completely alienated itself. Fans feel overlooked. The results of the GM survey greatly offend them. The absurd, blatantly offensive penalties infuriate them. Additionally, they are adamantly refusing to be duped by Instagram clapping videos. These are the last roster cutbacks. Megan McConnell has vanished. It's Jessica Timmons. There are 12 players left. The front office has nowhere left to hide. There are no more preseason justifications. It's no longer just opening night on Saturday. It's more than simply another game on the agenda. The vote on head coach Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever executive staff has grown to be enormous, very consequential, and quite heated. If the Indiana Fever take the court on Saturday and play half-court basketball in a lethargic, muddled manner, if Caitlin Clark stands on the wing and watches someone else hold the ball throughout the whole first quarter, from their own arena's rafters, the Boo Birds will pour down. This fan uprising will escalate into a full-scale, unstoppable revolution if this team falters from the start. And, at the 1-5 game stage, the Fever is sitting at a mediocre 7 wins and 8 defeats. The executives who recruited Stephanie White will be seated next to her on the hottest seat in the whole sports world. Time is of the essence. Officially, the PR games have ended. On social media, you cannot create a winning culture. It must be demonstrated on the court. I want to know exactly where you are at this moment. Leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. Do you want to see the merchandise on the floor before purchasing tickets? Before the first game even begins, is Stephanie White already under suspicion? Do you believe the front office is deliberately destroying the team? Every response will be read by me. To keep abreast of the mainstream narrative, click the subscribe button. On this channel, we don't sugarcoat things. At last, the discussion is over. Watch what transpires on the court. Stay locked with my channel Hook Reports for all basketball updates.